So tell me a little bit about your album that is coming out this Saturday.
I'd say the album is fun, a little bit personal. It has a little bit of everything in it, honestly. I think it's gonna be a surprise to listen to, especially, first time listeners and I think new fans, old fans. It has a little bit of everything for everyone, but not in a way to where it's like overwhelming. It still has like me, my sound, all that.
Nice. Okay. What are your plans for this album? How many plays do you think this album will get? How well do you think it will, sell out?
Honestly, I don't really do it for any of the plays or to sell out. I do it because there might be a chance that someone out there might relate to what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It might just make someone feel better on a day where they kind of had a shitty day. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
like it'd be cool, to have a bigger fan base and everything.
Yes.
Like it'd be cool, but like
Yeah.
that's not what matters. I feel like that's why music these days, especially rap, is super oversaturated. Nothing's really original, nothing's really genuine anymore. And everyone's afraid to be themselves. Everyone's afraid to experiment and reach out, honestly, yeah.
Do you have a message for those who are trying to get into music and want to pursue it as like a career?
Don't give up. And that's what everyone says. But it's true. Get as much studio time as you can. Go inside and really express yourself. Like talk about what you're actually going through. Have that originality, have that vulnerability, because that's what people look for in music that
Yeah.
they actually like.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's cool to have fun, party and all that, but you can still make upbeat songs or songs that you can dance to and still
Yep.
have
Yep.
lyrics.
Okay.
So
So tell me about your fan base a little bit. Like what types of fans does your music target? Like
I think specifically, I mean, I'm trying. I don't think there's a high community, but I think the bilingual people, they don't really have a lot of their like own artists, like people who are just, bilingual who can speak Spanish and English. They don't really have a lot of, it's either English artists or Spanish artists, and then they have a mix of the two. They don't have one that they just come back to and,
interesting.
resonate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there is like we have like I guess examples like Pitbull or Shakira where they've experimented with that, but their whole sound is either based on English or Spanish. I don't think there's anyone who's actually been trying or attempting to make bilingual music like a giant thing, like a really like a genuine sound, like an actual genre itself. I think
Sound
I'm looking for people who honestly want to hear
nice.
something they can resonate to.
Nice.
So
Okay, what is the inspiration that people can expect from your new album? Like what type of inspiration was, out of the stuff that you listen to, like what type of inspiration have you thought about putting on this album or originally have thought about putting on this album?
it's the music I grew up listening to. It's all of it. That's why it's a mixture of everything. But overall, whether you listen to it from top to bottom or
Yep.
bottom up,
Yep.
you can live it either way and it'll still be in order. That's how I made it purposeful. It'll be the sounds of my childhood, like the sounds I grew up listening to, the sounds that I kind of helped me and shaped me to become not only the person I've become, but the artist I've become. And I think that's why this album is super important to me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have where can people find your music? Like where can people listen to it?
All platforms. I recommend listening more on like streaming services, Spotify and everything, because that's where like, they don't really, dilute the quality of the song. They don't really censor it either. And it's just fully just like there, like listening to it, like having an auditory experience. So yeah, all platforms, but streaming platforms is where I recommend to listen to it.
Nice. Is there anything else you want to talk about before the video ends?
Honestly, be careful out there. Life is something that sometimes as humans we take for granted just because we have a bad day,
Mm-hmm.
bad event, bad experience.
Mm-hmm.
We lose something or someone. And I think it's good to just be appreciative of every day we live and to genuinely just focus on what makes us happy and to try to figure out a plan or something to look forward to. That way we're not just leading or feeding on to the past and the present. So yeah,
All right.
yeah.
And tell everybody what your name is, what your artist name is.
I'm Skorolla. Also, well, my real name is Winel Agosto. And some of my friends call me Will, but yeah, artist name Skorolla. Ya tú sabes cómo es. Yeah.
That's cool. All right, well, it's good talking to you.
Yep.
See
No
ya.
problem. See ya.
I've been over calls like trial and tribulation with you. You've been on my mind. I can't breathe at night.